Hey everybody, how's it? Good morning, aloha. All right, Radiohead Pyramid Song, right now, up to bat. A lot of people love Radiohead, big, super mega band, it sounds like. And rightfully so. Very unique journey. I think I've done 2 songs already. This is song number 3. In my recycle stage today on Wednesday, I'm actually going to do 2 others today, recycling from bands or artists that I've done in the past. So it's going to be a fun day for me. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for the support. Social media profiles that I have on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead and drop comments there as well, or just sign up there. Only because a lot of times I'm finding out that YouTube is not dropping. Even if you click that little bell thing, people go, "Wow, I never got notification on this." So every time I'm done with the video, I always kind of cross post it. That if you're that eager to get anything from me, I mean, that's the bottom line. Anyhow, thank you for your support. Any videos that I do here with my first time listens that run ads, those ads are not mine. They're copyright claim. They make the money. I don't. So if you want to support the channel, buying a cup of coffee, super cool beans. Also helps me what I do with the kids. And also there's a link inside here for these headsets, AKG 240s. There'll also be a link to their music, to their merch, to their Spotify. I always support the bands and the artists and everything. Anyhow, here we go. Radiohead Pyramid Song. All right.
Jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral cars, and all the figures I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and future. And we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear, nothing to die.
Wow, what a unique pattern that piano's playing. It took me a second to dig into it, and I don't know that I actually have it. It sounds like it is kind of in a straight 4/4, but the piano's playing what we call syncopated. If you've never come and visited me in one of these videos, this journey's for you, the pure listener, and not necessarily the musician. And I don't necessarily dive into what we call theory, music theory, talking about the mechanics of it. But in this case, this is very unique. So what is syncopated is if this is 4/4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the time, and then there's various notes that you can place in that section, in that bar, and keeping it square would be just regular time. But syncopated is when the musicians choose or the composers choose to start at different times or tie notes off longer to make it sound like it doesn't land on that one. And there is a place where that piano does kind of cycle back and land on that one, but it's very unique. It kind of reminds me of kind of a Spanishy kind of, I forget the name of the style, but very super unique. Another thing is, when you hear slow songs like this from any artist or any band, you really get to hear the soul of the singer. And I've done a couple songs already with Radiohead, and this performance here is, his tone in his voice is absolutely wonderful and perfect for this kind of what the piano's doing, what this song, I don't know what the song is about because, I don't listen to lyrics. So for me, this is my adventure here is, first time listen, and I treat the singer just as an instrument. Beautiful, subtle vibrations that he's got there. I'm not a vocal coach, but as a, old media composer, producer, these nuances that I'm popping out there, just incredibly subtle vibrato, perfect connection of the melodies, very sauntering. And then he actually, he starts to bring his melody, through another journey as we move forward. Then in the background, every now and then I hear what could be a very light string pad, very, very lightly in the back and stuff. So this is a very kind of super chill, somber kind of vibe, but with the syncopation and stuff, it really does keep you locked in. Even though I'm decomposing this for the Decomposer Lounge, I still can't help but feel that I'm just really kind of pulled into this because of the syncopation of the piano, and it doesn't feel straight. I'm really pulled in to the journey here, through the experience here. So, all right, here we go. A little more.
There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt.
What wonderful use of strings. Truly, truly, truly. I know 98% of you have no idea about my background, but I'm a third generation composer, and my father fed us, paid the rent, built a house, ended up in North LA County on a ranch just as a string arranger. I know a little bit about strings, and I've done a ton of my own string arrangements and stuff. And working with my father in the last 10 years before he passed away, we really dove deep into different techniques that strings can be arranged and performed. Not so much as how to do a string arrangement for a song, as much as what are the different ways it can be used. And this is an excellent, excellent example of. I'm getting chicken skin just talking about it. This is an excellent, excellent example of using the strings and the dynamics of it. Not so much those glyphs, those you hear when the notes are sliding up and stuff like this, but there's, the allowable microtonal movements that are going on through here. And those particular dynamics that we just heard was an excellent example of saying, yes, I know what I can do with strings, but I also know what I can do with strings. And so that's just, to me, that just really hit me right here on a personal level. It just kind of reminds me of a day when my dad and I were having a discussion about this particular type of use of strings. Another thing is obviously you saw me when the drums came in, I kind of said, what? Okay, I locked into the tempo, the drums are in. And it does have this kind of Spanish vibe to it. It kind of reminds me of something that Stan Getz, a track from bazillion years ago, kind of a bossa nova-ish kind of vibe or something like that. But there is a 4/4 and it's locked in there, and you can really hear the syncopation more, boldly. Sorry, bad grammar. And this to me is a masterpiece in simplicity. And what I mean by that is that word is not, please don't take that word as something that's like taking away from genius. No, actually, it's the other way around. It's when you could take simple movements and place them just right without excuse me, having to be so many things happening all over that you get this end result. Okay, so I've never said this in any of my videos ever, but full-blown hats off to whoever arranged this. This was one of the best tracks I've heard in this type of performance. Absolutely, there's no two ways about it. It's just amazing, and I'm probably in for more. You know, I don't gush like that ever, but right now it's getting it.
All the figures I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and future. We all went to a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt. There was nothing to fear, nothing to doubt.
Oh man, that was just great for me. I needed this. I needed this without a doubt. And it's funny that I should mention my father. I've been getting some visits. It was just really wonderful. And this, like I said, when I use that word simplicity, the power of simplicity sometimes could be just as powerful as completely over the top, as pushed forward as you can, orchestrating composition and arrangement. What I mean by that is, like, just as a quick example, I was scoring an independent film once, and I probably did about 20 some odd cues, and a lot of them were pretty fun and really deep and stuff like that, but everybody always vacillated to one thing that I did, and I thought it was a joke actually for the director. And what it was a kind of a half dark scene where a kind of creepy guy was looking halfway past the wall like this. And all I did was take my one note way down on the lowest F on a piano and just hit bong. And I'm thinking, oh, he's going to laugh and then we'll have a conversation about what he'd like there. And he said, no, leave it. I'm like, what? He goes, leave it. And it wasn't until the film was completely assembled, and when you get to that, I went, oh, I get it. And I could have maybe not done such a good job on that cue had I gone in a different direction, especially when you hear it. That simplicity is so powerful. Such a well-crafted song, and he sings it just effortlessly. I don't know, I'm over-goobering now. I think it's because I got emotions wrapped up in it because of what it brought out in me, and just thinking of my father and stuff like that, and just recently having Dad visit me in the old dream there. So wow, this was a very unexpected response to this song. Excuse me. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging in there. It's starting to get a little crazy and overwhelming with the suggests, but I'm trying to plow right through it. Thank you for hanging out as long as you did. And if you're still here, type in, I'm still here. Thank you for the support. Cup of coffee, links down there, links for the headsets and all that's down there. And I'm going to gather myself, take a quick walk, and I'm going to come back and I'm going to do another track today. All right.